everybody and welcome to another Nephilim build. Today we're going to hammer slam with the fam as Revenant from Elden Ring Nightreign. As always, keep in mind these videos are about capturing the spirit of the character rather than capturing their abilities perfectly. With that said, let's start with ability scores. Using the standard pointer array, we'll put the 15 into wisdom. You gotta keep your eyes open while sprinting across Limval. After that's the 14 dexterity to dodge and the 13 in constitution for HP. Up next we'll put the 12 into charisma for the liar and then the 10 to intelligence. Lastly we'll dump strength. She's not actually good with the heavy weapons. For species we're going to go with auto no. Never thought I'd actually get to use this one. We'll get armored casing, built for success, healing machine, mechanical nature, centuries rest, and specialized design. We'll specifically take the disguise kit for makeup and smith's tools to upgrade our weapons. We'll make a custom background putting our increases into wisdom and constitution. We'll also take perception and performance, the liar, and the magic initiate wizard feat. We'll take true strike for some faith scaling, prestidigitation for effects, and jump to jump good. Moving on to class, we're going to start off as a cleric. We'll get wisdom and charisma saving throws and pick history and religion for skills. We'll also get light and medium armor, shields, and simple weapons. At level 1 we get our divine order, taking protector for heavy armor and all weapons. We can now use a maul for the big hammer, and we can use our wisdom with true strike. We'll start with 3 cantrips, taking sacred flame for a discus of light, word of radiance for rejection, and thaumaturgy for more effects. We'll also get 4 spells, taking cure wounds for urgent heal, shield of faith for damage negation, and guiding bolt for a stronger discus. We'll also draw a blank. At level 2 we'll get Channel Divinity and draw another blank, and at level 3 we'll get our Divine Domain. We're going to go with the Trickery Domain, getting Blessing of the Trickster for the enemies ignore you buff, and Invoke Duplicity for White Shadow Lure. From our domain we'll get Charm Person for Bewitching Branches, Disguise Self for outfits, Pass Without Trace for more of the ignore you buff, and Invisibility. I know the Calico Relic gives you invisibility, but I don't know if I've seen any others. We'll also take Aid for more HP and swap a blank for Spiritual Weapon for Helen. We're now going to multiclass to Monk, getting Martial Arts and Unarmored Defense. At level 2 we'll get Monk's Focus, Unarmored Movement, and Uncanny Metabolism, and at level 3 we'll get Deflect Attacks and our Monastic Tradition. We'll take the Way of the Astral Self, getting Arms of the Astral Self for our starting Spirit Claws. I know I included a viable hammer attack, but I couldn't live with myself if I didn't include the claws. At level 4 we'll get Slowfall and the Warcaster feat, rounding Wisdom. We're now going to multiclass to Fighter, getting Second Wind in our fighting style at level 1. We'll take Great Weapon Fighting and get Weapon Mastery, taking them all. At level 2 we'll get our Action Search and Tactical Mind, and level 3 we'll get our Martial Archetype. We're going to go with Champion, getting Improved Critical. Back to Cleric. At level 4 we'll cap our Wisdom and take Guidance to fill the slot. We'll also take Enhance Ability for Super Puppet feats. At level 5 we'll get Seer Undead and get Hypnotic Pattern and Non-Detection from our domain. We'll also take Mass Healing Word for Great Heal and Animate Dead. By the way, I just want to point out, Revenant raises her fallen enemies to fight for her and has a set of elite minions she uses repeatedly, and yet I have not seen a single comparison to Sung Jin Woo. Am I the only one who says, "Arise," when I see the Necromancy Particle effect? Because if I'm the only one doing that, well then I guess I'm just having more fun than you. At level 6 we'll get Trickster's Transposition, just ignore this, and take Protections from Energy for the Fortification spells. At level 7 we'll get Blessed Strike's Potent Cantrip as well as Confusion for Bewitching Branches and Dimension Door. We'll also take Guardian of Faith for Sebastian. It's big and stays in one spot, that's as close as we'll get. We'll also swap our blank for Stone Skin for Black Flame's Protection. At level 8 we'll take the Tough Feat and take Death Ward for a Winding Grace. Oh hey, an actual in-character reason to take this spell, that's nice. At level 9 we'll get Dominate Person for more branches and Modify Memory, ignore this one. We'll also take Insect Blade for Swarm of Flies and Summon Celestial for Frederick. At level 10 we'll get Divine Intervention. This doesn't say the spell we cast has to be one we have prepared, so we'll use it to cast Mass Cure Wounds to rest people with our ult. And now I don't have anything for the Ghost Flames, closest I could get with Spirit Guardians, but that's continuous, not a burst. We'll also take Resistance to fill the slot and Greater Restoration for Law of Regression. At level 11 we'll take Sunbeam for Sebastian's Laser. Lastly, at Fighter and Cleric levels 4 and 12 we'll take the boons of Spell Recall and Recovery, overclocking Wisdom. Recovery is specifically going to be Flasks and another Winding Grace. I got 3 of those ones, ended up only needing 1. Now that we're level 20 we finally have our modifiers. Our AC with Unarmored Defense is 18, our Movement Speed is 40, and our average HP is 187 with 4d10 and 16d8 hit dice. And with that, we are done. Now what can this build do? To start, we've got a big bonk with extra dice and an overclock damage mod added twice. Oh hey, I made a rhyme. We can also follow up with Spiritual Weapon or with an unarmed strike if we're concentrating on something else. We've also got good range damage and we can bring fresh bodies to any fight. Well, sort of fresh. For weaknesses, we spent levels getting astral arms that we're not even going to use most of the time. 4 focus points also isn't a lot to work with. Our dump strength means that shadows are a threat. I wonder what the Nightreign equivalent to those would be. Weaknesses aside, at least we'll never level solo. Thank you everybody so much for watching. If you'd like to support my channel, there's a link to my Patreon down in the description. $1 a month gives you 2-day early access to my videos, while $3 gives you access to exclusive content, such as the Warrior the Monkey King homebrew subclass for Monk. These benefits also apply to my gaming channel, also down in the description. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comments, and I'll see you all next time when I make Superman.